I'm really excited to talk to you about the two important ballot initiatives that you'll find in your voting package. Let's dive right into the first one, which is all about making our rules more consistent and fair for everyone.
Okay, so ballot number 1. We're calling this the consistency vote, and there's a good reason for that. It's designed to make our governing documents simpler and fairer for every single owner, no matter which village you happen to live in.
So what's the issue we're actually trying to solve here? Well, right now, we have a pretty odd and, frankly, confusing situation where different villages are playing by different rules when it comes to voting on changes.
Take a look at this. 5 of our villages require a super high 75% yes vote to make any changes. But then you have Village 4, which only needs a 2/3 vote, which is around 66%. It just doesn't make sense to have different standards, and it can lead to a lot of confusion and even feel a bit unfair.
The solution is really straightforward. Let's just bring all the villages in line with Village 4's 2/3 standard. It's a totally common and reasonable threshold that you see in condos all across Florida. The goal is simple: one fair, predictable standard for all of us.
So, why does this matter so much? Well, for one, having a single standard means things run a lot more efficiently. It cuts down on the risk of legal disagreements. But here's the big one: it saves us all money. Every single time a lawyer has to be called in to interpret 6 different sets of rules, that's a cost we all share. This one simple change will reduce those legal bills and document prep costs for every single owner.
For all those reasons, we're asking you to please vote yes for consistency. It's such a simple change that makes our community stronger and, let's be honest, saves us all a little money.
All right, on to the second ballot. We're calling this one the Fairness Update, and it's all about modernizing our bylaws to make absolutely sure every single owner's vote can be counted without any roadblocks.
The problem here is pretty simple. Our bylaws are just, well, they're outdated. They were written for a totally different time, and they just don't reflect how many of us own our properties today.
I mean, think about it. Decades ago, almost every unit was owned by a person, an individual. But today, a lot of us, for smart estate planning, hold our units in trusts. Our old bylaws just haven't kept up with this change, and that can create some unnecessary headaches.
The solution here is really just a common-sense housekeeping update. It's a simple little change that brings our documents into the 21st century and recognizes the way we actually own property now.
So what this amendment does is it clarifies the term voting member. It just makes sure that if your unit is held in a trust, you can clearly say who is authorized to cast that unit's vote. Basically, it removes any red tape so every unit's voice can be heard, loud and clear. This is all about making sure things are fair and accessible for every single owner. And that's exactly why we're asking for your yes vote on this important update.
And I really want to be clear about this. These changes don't take away any of your rights. In fact, they do the opposite. They actually strengthen our community by making how we run things more transparent and just plain easier for all of us to understand and be a part of.
So, you're ready to vote. That's fantastic. Let's just quickly walk through exactly how you can cast your yes vote and help make our community even better.
It's super easy. First, find your ballot. If you vote electronically, just open up that email you received and follow the steps. If you got a paper package in the mail, just find the ballot inside. Second, and this is the important part, please mark yes on both items. And third, just submit it. For paper ballots, fill it out, pop it in the secret envelope, and you can either drop it in the locked box at the clubhouse or bring it with you to the annual meeting on March 12th.
You know, by voting yes, you're not just ticking a box. You're really helping to clear the path for a stronger, more efficient, and fairer West Shore Village for many years to come.
Your participation is just so important. Please join your neighbors in voting yes on both of these amendments. Thank you so much for your time and for your commitment to our wonderful community.